Okay, I hear sports fans, they often complain, man, I feel like when my team loses, I hurt more than the actual athlete or the competitor. Mm-hmm. So with that, I'll say, my man Hacker, he'll take a loss hard now. He cares. If you're watching this for the competitive spirit, my man has been grinding for a week. He is ready for his return.
It's about self-reflection, and it's about moving forward.
Well, it's about you. Let's be serious.
Yeah. And he wanted to address the questions I got wrong instead of the ones he got wrong.
Right, of course. Of course. How could you do that? Right.
All right, well, so listen, this is what I'm talking about, all right? We have the master of motivation on with us from time to time, Matt Driscoll, and I really think it's time that I play the Driscoll card. So I'm gonna let him tell you guys what you need to do.
One thing we always talk about at UNF is do what you do and be who you are. And I think sometimes when the lights come on, when the cameras come on, we don't quite understand that particular phase. But when we do, and we stay within ourselves, and we know where our strengths and weaknesses are, and you play to your strengths, and you allow your weaknesses to be who they are, when you do that, it's amazing what can happen and what can transform your team, because you're doing your part, everybody's doing, instead of trying to carry or piggyback or do all those. Let's just do what we do. Let's just be who we are, and let's just come at this thing as a team and as a group. And at the end of the day, we'll let the chips fall where they may.
Wow.
Let's go!
Get ready to flex your sports trivia muscles with the most exciting game show on the planet, Beat the Brains, where regular, ordinary sports junkies like you get to test their sports knowledge against the masters of the sports universe, the Brains. So buckle in, folks. From our Hidden Hills studio, it's time to Beat the Brains. Here's your host, Jeff Prosser.
All right. Time to tee it up for another edition of Beat the Brains. There was a time back in the day where it was very hard to beat the Brains. We would go many weeks and months sometimes between wins by our challengers. And one of those teams, back in the days when apparently it was difficult to beat the Brains, has returned. They're a winner from before. We're going to reintroduce you to them in just a second. I'm going to introduce you to our field of brains, our panel of brains, coming up in just a second as well. But as always, I want to remind you, we're coming at you from the Hidden Hills Golf Club in the studios here. And just to make things more exciting, our friends at Human are glad to put up $1,000 to the charity of choice for today's winning team. And for the brains, that means they'll be playing for the Humane Society, and it'll be the UNF Foundation for our challengers today. And as always, Beat the Brain Season 2, presented by your local Honda dealers. All right, let's introduce you to our panel. We'll start with Hacker.
Yeah.
Took it on the chin last week a little bit.
You score
close game.
You score 1,000 points.
Yeah.
I've gotten over it a little bit.
So you're kind of like a golfer. You shot 400, it wasn't good enough, and you're just going to tee it up again this week.
Exactly.
Stop it right there.
Joe, what do you think?
He's never shot 400 in his life.
Well, what about Tiger Woods golf? No?
Yeah, maybe.
Joe
Back in
C.,
the
you're
day.
back. By the way, this group you can enjoy them all, noon to 3. And you're going to you're going to get an exhibit of the great chemistry between the four of them as we go through this half hour. And then you can join them on 92.5 FM. But Joe, good to have you back.
Yeah,
you ready to
thank
go?
you. Yeah, absolutely.
Matt Hayes, Bleacher Report and 1010XL.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're excited at college football and ready to go. And the big Seriously on Seriously, providing the muscle.
Protecting the right side of the line.
And the brain. All right, let's turn to today's challengers. They are Duval's finest. They beat the Brains. We're kind of bookending in the very first show of this season. And Jason, you're their captain.
That's what they say.
Yeah, and you feel pretty good?
I'm feeling good.
What do you recall from week one? Was it a comeback? Did you just dominate them? How did it work?
We didn't win the food question.
That's what, you know
So
what?
we didn't get the food.
Finally, someone with his priorities in order. Tell us a little bit who you got with you here.
We got Mike here with us, Mike Messinese.
Big Mike, you call him?
We call him Big Mike.
I call him Big Mike. He looks like a big dude.
No, he gets Big Mike.
All right.
John, we still don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Bazarian?
Yep.
Bazarian,
Yes.
yep. And we got Mike Yazji.
Well, you've got the tough names cornered, so
That's what we do.
is that a special shot at the host? Is that what that was? All right. You know how the game works, but if you don't, we start with a face-off question to see which team could control the board and pile up some points and get off to an early lead. That's how we go. So we've got Jason, we got Hack. This is for control of the board. First one to correctly answer this, quite simply. Who won the World Series in 2018?
Hack.
Time. Chance to steal.
Boston Red Sox.
That's correct.
Bro.
Be up there in New England.
Stage fright.
Big Rays fan, so I know when AL South.
Well, Rays fan, here are your categories. You can line them up, we have half and half, we have seriously, and we have the rest of the story.
Let's do line them up. I got a good feeling about
All
that
right,
one.
line them up. Say you do a Jags podcast?
I do, yes.
These are questions about past and current offensive and defensive linemen
Nice.
for the Jaguars, and it's this point that I just hope, I love him, that Leon Searcy gets them an answer, right?
I hope we get it if it is.
Could make for an awkward Q&A here. All right. You can answer these as a team. This is your first question for 50 points. In 1996, what defensive end from Texas was drafted second by the Jaguars after Kevin Hardy?
Anything?
All right, I need an answer.
Hardy Nickerson.
It's incorrect.
Tony
Your answer is
Brackens.
Tony Brackens.
Tony
Yeah. Steal for 50. Control the board.
Come on, man. I got to redeem myself. I missed the Red Sox, or I had a brain cramp.
Heck, if I bring over one of these helmets in the break, we can headbutt it.
I'd like to see.
All right, here we go. Selected by the Jags in the second round of the 2000 draft, who was the first at his offensive position chosen?
He was the first in his position in 2000. He's a lineman.
As always, we thank our friends at Trivia Nation. They provide our
Yeah.
questions. You can
All right.
check out their shows around town. Just go to trivianation.com and see what bar or restaurant they are near you. You guys have an answer?
We will go Brad Meester.
Brad Meester's correct. That's good.
Good
job, Maddie.
Very good.
That's Leon, man. That's all.
I was saying Brad.
All right, third question worth 150 points. Who started at guard next to Tony Baselli during the blockbuster 1999 Jaguars season?
Guard next to Baselli. In 1999.
That would be the pride of Wake Forest, Ben Coleman.
Ice cream man.
That a boy, sir.
Ice cream man.
62, man.
All right, here we go. And for the sweep of the category, after the steal, name any three of the four defensive line starters on that 1999 team. So 4 defensive line starters. Name 3 of the 4. I have an observation that I will share after the answer is given as I look at these 4 names. We had a question a couple shows ago. It was about a playoff game for the Jaguars in 1998.
Okay.
And Hollis was on the other team. Mike Hollis, former kicker.
Okay.
He was in the game. Took him a while to get it.
Tony Brackens,
Tony Brackens is a check, a ding.
Gary Walker,
Is also a check,
Ronaldo Wynn.
is a check.
Yeah.
And Seth Payne.
And Seth Payne.
And Seth Payne, and I'll tell you about that. And listen, I know Tony Brackens is a great player, but that, Gary Walker had a couple of Pro Bowl seasons, but that's not,
It's pretty good.
not shabby. Seth Payne and
not for
Ronaldo
nothing,
Wynn. It's
we're all
amazing
over
how
Seth
the really
Payne,
good teams, as you look back, had really good players.
Got him in the same draft. Wynn and Payne were same draft.
The Brains are playing like a really good team. They're off to a quick lead, but our challengers have been here before and they've come away victorious. So we've got a lot of game left here on Beat the Brains. 500-0. We're back with a second round of face-off questions next, right here.
Beat the Brains is presented by your local Honda dealer. Also by Hidden Hills Golf Club, String Sports Brewery, Trivia Nation, Human, the Carefree Boat Club, and by Jumpin' Jack's House of Food.
Every 2019 Honda Accord is on sale during our model year-end clearance sale. Get our top-selling Accord for just $249 a month. Now at your local Honda dealer. Don't miss it.
Rolling hills and fairways, gorgeous scenery, public access with a private atmosphere. Our championship Arnold Palmer Signature Design course is unlike any other golf course in North Florida. Come and see for yourself what others have been raving about. After your round of golf, enjoy some delicious food and drink while you relax in the Hills Grill. The club is fully equipped for banquets and weddings. And for the avid golfer, the Hills Pass is a perfect solution. Unlimited golf at one low fee. Hidden Hills Golf Club on Monument Road.
It's hard to get quality time with the family.
Mom, look, a dolphin! Where?
I used to wonder what we could do to make weekends special together. Not anymore. We're making memories to last a lifetime.
Make memories for your family with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Whether you like fishing, water sports, or just getting outdoors with the kids, you can do it all with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Call or visit our website today to schedule your personal tour. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food is Jacksonville's best fast casual restaurant. We have awesome food, use quality ingredients, all in an easygoing environment. There's food for every taste bud, so come hungry for amazing pizzas, salads, wraps, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and incredible desserts. Come experience Jumpin' Jack's House of Food on San Jose and Mandarin, and our new location coming soon in the Atlantic Village, Atlantic Beach. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, we aim to be your great neighbor.
Every 2019 Honda CR-V is on sale during our model year-end clearance sale. Get our top-selling CR-V for just $249 a month. Now at your local Honda dealer. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to Beat the Brains here, and the Brains have jumped out to a 500-0 lead over the challengers. 500 points available here, though, as we go to a second round of face-off questions. It's also the Jumpin' Jack's House of Food bonus round, so if you get the second question correct, if you control the board, you're going to get lunch for four at Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, so you have that to play for as well. We've got Joe C. up here, ready to take control for the Brains. Michael Messinese, is that correct? Big Mike, I like to call you. You've been on here before. Now, your grandfather, I remember us talking this, played football at FSU with Lee Corso and Burt Reynolds.
Yes, sir, he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did he hang around those guys a lot?
They remained pretty good friends. Him and Corso remained in touch.
Yeah.
Not so much Burt Reynolds. But
yeah. Well,
got a little too popular for him, I believe.
At some point, yeah. Burt Reynolds no longer with us. Great. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here is your face-off question.
Come on, Joe.
In his career at Florida, what Gator quarterback completed 708 of 1,170 passes for 10,875 yards and 114 touchdown passes? The best in
Danny Werfel
is correct. Danny Werfel. Mike, you're a big FSU fan, right?
I do like Florida State. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Joe, where'd you go to college?
I went to the University of Florida.
Yeah, so I don't know what just happened there. Somebody in Gainesville would call that unacceptable.
We win every once in a while. So.
All right. Here's the board. Those are your categories you have to choose from. 3 left, half and half, series Lee, and the rest of the story. Stories about. Questions about Paul Harvey. No. No one knows who that is anymore.
We'll go with seriously.
All right, seriously, this is World Series trivia. So the challengers chance to pile on points, and the Brains standing by with an opportunity to steal. All right, your first question in World Series trivia. In Game 6 of the 1991 World Series, what Minnesota Twin hit a walk-off home run, saving his team from elimination and breaking the host's heart?
We'll go with Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett is correct. What a great World Series that was. The Braves and the Twins both, I believe, came from worst to first. I know Atlanta did. All right, your second question in World Series trivia. In which year was the most recent World Series canceled due to a players' strike? So the last year that a strike canceled the World Series.
Go with 94.
94 is a good guess, and it's a good answer. Very nice.
Scared me.
Again, man, you got to give the young guys credit. 1994 ain't nothing for us old guys. I mean, we all live in 94. Where are we at?
We recently got MLB The Show.
You were born in 94. I mean, all right. Joe, who led the Gators in passing in 1967?
Man. In passing.
That would be Spurrier. But anyway, all right, here we go. In Game 7 of the 1997 series against Cleveland, with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 11th, what Marlin singled up the middle, making the Marlins the first wild card team to win a World Series? Game 7 of the 1997 World Series, this man drove in the winning runs.
We'll go with Edgar Renteria.
And that's correct. It's another good get. All right, making a charge here. 500 to 300, this question worth 200 points. Said by some, the play that sparked the dynasty. This is like Braves torture segment. What is going on here? All right, said by some, the play that sparked the dynasty. In Game 4 of the 1996 series, what Yankees catcher hit a 3-run home run to tie the game 6-6 after trailing the Braves in a very Atlanta move, 6-0, and down 2-0 in the series?
I'll let you say that.
Jim Leyritz.
Leyritz is correct. It's good to have a Yankee fan. Isn't it? Nothing anyone ever said. No, I'm kidding. All right. All right, you also win the food, the Jumpin' Jack.
That's all we care about.
Right?
That's all we want.
You got what you came for. We also have a heck of a comeback underway. Challengers 500, Brains 500, 2-minute drill, fast chance for points, and that's coming up next. This is Beat the Brains, and we're at Hidden Hills.
Every 2019 Honda Civic is on sale during our model year-end clearance sale. Get our top-selling Civic for just $169 a month. Now at your local Honda dealer. Don't miss it.
Jumpin' Jack's House of Food is Jacksonville's best fast casual restaurant. We have awesome food, use quality ingredients, all in an easygoing environment. There's food for every taste bud, so come hungry for amazing pizzas, salads, wraps, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and incredible desserts. Come experience Jumpin' Jack's House of Food on San Jose and Mandarin, and our new location coming soon in the Atlantic Village, Atlantic Beach. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, we aim to be your great neighbor. From our Hidden Hill studio, this segment of Beat the Brains is brought to you by Strings Sports Brewery. Family, beer, sports.
Welcome back to Beat the Brains, presented by your local Honda dealer. Our home for this year's show throughout the season has been right here at the Hidden Hills Golf Club, now open for everyone to play, so set your tee time. The 2-minute drill, which we're about to do to give these teams, each of them, a chance to pick up points fast. And it's been brought to you all season by the new Strings Sports Brewery on North Main Street. You guys been there yet? It's got a very good. Cool place, right? Yep. So encourage everyone to get out there. Family, beer, sports, awesome combinations. 2 full-size basketball hoops. You will have a good time for sure. All right, the 2-minute drill works like this. We're going to come up one by one. You're going head-to-head here on these answers. So just a reminder, you can't help on the answers in this segment. You're going to have to go it on your own. Matt Hayes is with us. You're now working nationally for Bleacher Report. You're with 1010XL. Right. How has college football changed since you left in 2000 and where it is now? A better question. Who's the next Clemson? Who's the program that's been out there and has had the resources and never
grinding?
Yeah, is going to get to the point where they break through.
I think maybe Texas A&M.
Well, that's
just because there's
so
much money there. Terrific coach.
Jimbo.
He can recruit. You've got a great recruiting base. But they're perennial underachievers.
Yeah.
So I think you got to look at Texas A&M. You got to look at it that way as well.
But they're kind of similar to what we said about Clemson.
Very similar.
Yeah, in the
Very
past.
similar.
All right, and John Vazirian, a lifelong New Yorker, now living life here in Florida.
Yes.
So you got smart and you moved here and you like it here.
Definitely.
I like it.
Without a
Good.
doubt.
All right. Ready, boys?
Ready.
All right, here we go. First question of the 2-minute drill worth 100 points. We have a tie game at 500. Who was the head football coach at Notre Dame from 1918 through 1930? The head football coach at Notre Dame from 1918 through 1930.
Newt Rockne.
Newt Rockne is correct.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Good job.
I mean, it was a trick. I was like, wait, is it?
Yeah. It was.
I thought
It
it was
really
a trick
was.
question every second.
It really was that easy.
Right.
Sometimes you don't believe it's that easy.
No, I
but-
thought it was like a trick question. I was saying, wait. I don't
All right, 600, 500. It was Exit Sandman for what reliever who retired at age 43 in 2013? Yes.
Randy Johnson.
Nope. Time. John?
Mariano Rivera.
Mariano Rivera, correct. All right. Up next. 600, 500. Here we go. Captains squaring off for an important 100 points.
Mono y mono.
In 2014, what Wisconsin back won the Doak Walker Award?
2014. Melvin Gordon.
Is correct.
Oh, yeah. Got him, baby.
He tickles me.
Yeah.
He does.
These moments really make the man.
I love it.
Now you know we deal with them.
I want a team in season 3. I'm going to put together a team. I'm going to put Hacker and Driscoll and
Nothing but amp. Nothing
bounce
but
on.
amp.
I mean, they're going to get a question right. And Matt Driscoll will throw Hacker over his head and push up military presses.
You're going to need to reverse that, though.
No, I'm telling you. That's how he'll do it. Yeah. All right, here we go, boys. In 1986, Mike Tyson was 25-0 after knocking out Marvis, the son of what champion, 30 seconds into round 1? Marvis blank, you could say. In 1986, Mike Tyson at 25-0 knocked out Marvis blank, the son of what champion, 30 seconds into round 1? Nothing? Yeah?
Marvis Frazier.
That's correct. Marvis
Yes!
Frazier.
So I was willing you that, man.
I mean, was there a Marvis Ali I never heard of? I mean,
I was completely willing that to him, man.
All right, 800 to 500. Challenger's going to need to get going here. Point value's up to 200, so a lot of game left here with 4 questions. The lack of women fattening up and putting on the loincloth to become rikishi has kept what sport out of the Olympics? Process it. think about it and blurt out an answer. I'll read it one more time. Yeah.
Sumo wrestling.
It's correct.
Matt.
Wow.
All
You
makes
pulled that
sense
out
now.
of thin air.
I have to start thinking like it is what it is.
Maybe too bad for the Olympics. Winner the rest of us. What jersey number did Larry Bird wear when he played for the Boston Celtics?
33.
Is correct. So that's 200 for the challengers who stay right in this thing. And again, the captain's up. We have 2 questions left and a tight contest. In 2019, what Major League Baseball player signed a 12-year,
Bryce Harper.
Incorrect. A 12-year, $426 million contract, the richest contract in the history of North American sports.
That would be Mr. Mike Trout.
That is correct, Mike Trout.
Hack! All right, brother.
Heck, was that kind of a mic drop you did there?
There's no question
Kind of
about
like
it.
a mic drop.
I'm pretty fired
Man,
up
you know
over
what?
here.
It's funny about that because we made such a big deal out of Bryce Harper because he was a free agent. And Mike Trout gets more money and it barely registers. It's hard to even remember it. All right, this is the final question before we head to the finish line. What 130-year-old soda brand sponsors the NCAA Men's Football Playoff Trophy?
Dr. Pepper?
Is correct. Dr. Pepper. What a great commercial campaign that's all right, it is 1,200 to 900. We head to the finish line with this game still in doubt. The Brains, can they protect their lead? When we come back, going to ask you a question, have you put it in chronological order, and we'll see who wins this week's episode of Beat the Brains. We return next from Hidden Hills.
Every 2019 Honda Accord is on sale during our model year-end clearance sale. Get our top-selling Accord for just $249 a month. Now at your local Honda dealer. Don't miss it.
It's hard to get quality time with the family.
Mom, look, a dolphin. Where?
I used to wonder what we could do to make weekends special together. Not anymore. We're making memories to last a lifetime.
Make memories for your family with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Whether you like fishing, water sports, or just getting outdoors with the kids, you can do it all with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Call or visit our website today to schedule your personal tour.
Every 2019 Honda CR-V is on sale during our model year-end clearance sale. Get our top-selling CR-V for just $249 a month. Now at your local Honda dealer. Don't miss it.
From our Hidden Hills studio, this segment of Beat the Brains is brought to you by Carefree Boat Club, boating without owning. It's about time.
All right, welcome back to Beat the Brains. You know, this is our final episode of the second season, and in order to be a great TV show, I thought we'd end with a cliffhanger. So we'll see you next year with the finish line. No, I'm kidding. All right. The finish line question is brought to you by the Carefree Boat Club, and it reads as such. Now, we're going to give you these options. You have to put them in chronological order. Got the board to write it. You've made your wagers. Brains take a 300-point lead here. Challengers have beaten their Brains in episode 1 of this season. Let's see if they can bookend it. All right, here we go. In any order, name any 4 of the 5 players selected first by the Jaguars in the NFL drafts between years 2009 and 2013. So that is 5 consecutive NFL drafts. And we're just asking you to find any 4 of the 5, any order. Don't have to put it chronologically. I want to remind everyone that the trivia questions provided to Beat the Brains come to us from our friends at Trivia Nation and TriviaNation.com. You can find any of their many weekly shows around Jacksonville, and you can do that online at TriviaNation.com. It's time to get your think on, and I think have a fun time getting out there. By the way, you sit at home and you know the answers. A little harder here when the lights are on and the buzzer's in your hands. Our challengers very confidently have put down their whiteboard. I mean, they are ready and hopeful that somehow the Brains, who make a living talking Jaguars football every day, will somehow not come up with a correct answer. So everyone got their answers?
Put it
We
down
good?
confidently, Joe.
All right, we'll start with the challengers, trailed by 300. I need you to tell me any 4 of the 5 draft picks in that time period.
Show you the wager or the board?
The board. Eugene Moreau, Alu, Gabbert, Blackman, Jokel. That's all 5. We only needed 4. They're showing off.
We are too.
Monroe, Gabbert, Alu, Blackman, Jokel. Also only needed 4 or 5. We're showing off. Well, if we did the math right, the Brains are going to get out of here with a victory. First, let's see what we bid. 900, bet it all. No guts, no glory. It's 1,800. Will it be short?
If we know our math.
601. Well, there's your cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen. A 1-point victory for the Brains, who bounced back from their disappointment. Hacker, you feel better?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a way to end
Hacker,
season
you're gonna
2
be
right
okay.
there.
By the way, thank you to our friends at Human. All season long, they've been donating $1,000 to local charities in the honor of whichever team wins. So that means today the Humane Society going to get $1,000 dollars. All right, that's it for season 2. We'll see you coming back in season number 3. Hope you've enjoyed Beat the Brains.
Beat the Brains has been presented by your local Honda dealer. Also brought to you by Hidden Hills Golf Club, Strings Sports Brewery, Trivia Nation, Human, Carefree Boat Club, and Jumpin' Jack's House of Food.